So now we're going to look at another common reaction you're going to get from this backstepping situation. So we start out in our standard ashigarami. We pop our hips forward, we peel his foot off the hip, and we start backstepping around. We do the same thing. We cup his knee, we drive our knee down to the mat, and we create our top leg and bottom leg. Now, a lot of the times, guys are going to start to try and build up into you like so, and they're going to look to take their own reach around grip so they can slide their knee around the corner and start exposing your back. So, from here, initially he's down on his hip. From here, as I feel him start coming up, I'm going to look to build up to my knee. Okay, if I stay on a hip, that's going to allow him to easily reach inside his hamstring, and now we're going to have to start defending our back. So, as he goes to build height, we build height as well. Okay, this will make it a lot harder for him to get a full grip inside his own hamstring. You guys can also begin thumb posting so that he can't bring his knee up. So I'm propped on a hand and a knee, and I'm thumb posting on his thigh like so to prevent him from locking into his own hamstring. As he goes to continue to get up, I'm just going to look to come up vertical with my chest, and as I do this, I'm going to look to start inserting a crossface. Now, from here, I'm going to look to take my left leg. I'm going to take a big step around the corner, and I'm just going to insert my first hook. From here, I always like to pivot around the corner further, which will allow me to begin locking up a body triangle like so. And now we're on our opponent's back. We can fall down and begin hand fighting. So once again, from a different angle, we start out in our standard ashigarami. We pop our hips forward. We get our V-grip, peel his foot off the hip, and begin backstepping. We go to hit the previous moves, but as we begin dropping down, we notice our opponent starts to build up and starts trying to get his own reach around grip. As he does this, okay, I don't want to stay down on a hip. It'll be very easy for him to lock inside his own hamstring. So as I feel him build up to this elbow, I'm going to build up to a hand and a knee. I'm also going to thumb post inside his thigh, okay, which will make it even more difficult for him to fully lock into his hamstring. Now, as he goes to continue building for height, I'm going to come up vertical with my chest, and this is going to allow me to begin reaching back and inserting my own crossface. Now it's going to be extremely difficult for him to start locking into his own hamstring, and as he continues to come up, I'm just going to look to take my left leg. I'm going to take a big step around the corner, and I'm going to begin inserting my first hook like so. Now from here, I pivot my hips around his so that it allows me to get a long hook. From here, it's fairly easy to start locking up our body triangle, taking our seatbelt grip, and then committing down to the mat where we can begin our hand fight and start looking for finishes.